Hi friends, today we're going to see how to conduct a unit test, internal exam or any other kind of test or quiz by using the super simple application Google Forms. For that, firstly we have to open Google or Google Chrome to search for Google Forms. There you can see all the previous forms you have created. To create a new form, press the plus or new button. Then you will get a new untitled form. It is always better to prepare in advance your intended question and its answer key in a Word file, which will make your job easier. While preparing forms, you can simply copy and paste the questions and its answer key. Firstly, we have to title the test, and in the below given description area, give a short description about the test to give clarity to the students. On top right of the screen, you can see the settings button. Press on that, and once it's open, we have to change some settings. First of all, in general section, collect email address, just tick on that and limit the response to single response only. The other section, we don't have anything to do. Move to the presentation section, there we don't have anything to do. Then we'll move to the quizzes. There we'll activate the quiz button. Then we have two options to release the result of the test immediately after the test or later after manual review. We choose the option of later after manual review. Save it and move to the question. There, before we start the actual questions of the test, we need to get the personal details of the candidates. For that, first of all, we'll be collecting the name of the candidate, and we'll choose the question type as short answer question. Then only they can type the answer as their name. Next, we'll collect the roll number of the candidate. Each time, if you want to add more questions, you can press on the plus button, which is seen there on the right side of the screen. We can make this personal details section as mandatory field by clicking on the required button. Then the students won't be able to submit the form without filling in this area. Next, we have to collect the class of the students. For this question, it is better to choose the drop-down option, where we'll be giving all the options in the drop-down list, and the students would be able to choose the appropriate class by searching in the drop-down list. Now I'll move to the actual test question. For that, we have to go to the Word document where we have previously prepared and saved the questions to be pasted in the Google Forms, from where we'll be choosing each question separately to be pasted in the form. And whenever we prepare new question, we have to specify the type of the question, whether it is multiple choice or short answer question. Then press on the below given answer key button in order to specify the score of that question and write the right answer. And remember that this won't be seen by the students. This is given for the purpose of the easiness of valuation. These same steps need to be repeated each the time you add new question in this test. By pressing on the preview button on the top right side of the screen, we can have a view how it will be shown to the students, and if any change is required, we can make at this moment. If you want to have a theme color to your test, you can simply change the color, or you can choose any picture or institution logo from the theme area. After this, you can press on send button in order to publish this test. You are having different options to share this to the candidates. You can either email it or simply share it by pressing on the share icon. There is an option to shorten the link, and just copy that, paste it to WhatsApp or any other communicative platform. Once we share the link, the students would be able to see it like this in their mobile phones. By simply pressing on the link, they can open the question like this and start answering by giving their personal details first. One important thing we have to keep in our mind is that before we share this link to the students, we have to share all the details connected with the exam to the students in advance in the WhatsApp group. Another important thing need to be remembered is that the link should be shared to the students group few moments before the exam start time. Otherwise, they'll be getting chance for malpractice. The students, after completing their answers, need to press the submit button. Then they'll get a message like this. Once the exam time is over, we don't forget to open Google Forms and switch off accepting the responses. And this is the way we control the exam timing. On top of the screen, you will see two titles like questions and responses. If we go to the responses, we'll see that a response has been received from a candidate, and we'll try to value it. Here we have three options to view the responses. We can see the summary of the responses, question wise response we can analyze, and individual wise as well. Since we have only one individual response, we'll be seeing only one name there, and it is easier for us to value if we choose the option of questions, and we'll take question number 1 to evaluate. If we have more than one answers for that question, we'll be seeing below the first one, and we are seeing the question there. And for the easiness and not to make mistake, we can see the answer key which is given there, and if it is matching to that, we'll press the tick, then that has been valued. And the same process will be repeated for the other questions as well. This is the way we value the questions, and once it is done, we'll release the response. One thing to be noted is that after valuing each question, don't forget to press the save button, and we'll be having an option to give the feedback to the students as well. If you want to give any remark there, an option is also given for that. Once we have valued each question from each candidate, we can press on the release score button, and we can release the score by sending it to the emails. This is how we release the score. Once we release the score, the students can view their results in the emails like this. They can view their score. If they want to view their answer scripts in detail, they can simply press on view and have a view of it. We have an option to analyze the responses from the candidates by pressing on the Excel icon in the screen. If we press create, we can create an Excel sheet based on the data of the response from the candidates. There you can see their personal details, their score, their right and wrong answers, etc. This data sheet can be saved for future use. We're almost done with our discussion. Now let's see, once we close Google Forms, how can we retrieve our form which we have created. So we have closed and we are trying to reopen it. We search in Google, and once we open it, we can see our form as untitled one. We can rename it, and now once we close and reopen it, we can see it with the title we have given. Alright, with that we conclude our session. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.